Good morning, y'all. Okay, I know you're probably looking behind me and thinking, she didn't get anything done yesterday, but I did. And it was a very important step that I had actually overlooked. So yesterday, at the end of yesterday, I had these cabinets screwed together. I thought that I was gonna go ahead and build the other two. And then I got a text from my mom and she said, aren't you gonna have sconces in that middle section? And if so, how are you gonna get electricity there? I was like, oh my gosh, yeah, electricity. I'm definitely gonna need me some of that. Sign me up for that, yes. So I kind of had to undo some of what I did. I just basically had to unscrew these cabinets and then figure out the whole wiring thing. So again, let me turn my camera around and I will show you what I did yesterday. So at the end of yesterday, you'll remember that these two cabinets were just screwed into each other, just right up next to each other. And then when my mom mentioned sconces, I thought, oh gosh, okay, I've got to figure out, number one, where I want my sconces, and then figure out how to get wiring to them. And so I went and dug my sconces out of storage. I bought these sconces originally for the hallway bathroom for a makeover that I had planned in there, but obviously I'm not gonna do that now. And as soon as I hadn't seen these in probably a year. And as soon as I got this little thing out of the box, I thought, oh my gosh, I didn't remember it being this cute. I did not remember these sconces being this cute. And then I realized it's missing a piece. And so I dug the other piece out of the box and put it on, and that's what it looks like with the piece. And I don't like that as much. I like this little thing. I think that is adorable. And so I'm just gonna use it without that. I'm probably gonna fill that hole with something and, paint it so that it's white. But I love this look so much better. So I'm just gonna use it like this. So what I did is I got some painter's tape and I marked off where the bottom drawer section is gonna go. This is a 36 inch, it's gonna be a 36 inch 36 inches high countertop here. This is where my mirror is gonna go. I marked that off and there's the mirror that I'm gonna use. So that's gonna go against my dark floral wallpaper. And then I had to decide where I wanted to put these because, I could put them here, flanking the mirror on the back. I didn't like them being that squished though. Plus, I just really like that side profile. So I decided to put them here. That's where they're gonna go, on either side. Okay, and so then I had to figure out how to get wiring to this cabinet. And actually putting them on the sides was a lot easier than had I decided to put them on the back. That's not why I decided to do it. If I wanted them on the back, I would have done it, but this actually made it easier. So I just had to unscrew the cabinets from each other, which was such a bummer because I had gone to such great lengths to shim everything, make sure it was level and plumb and square and all of that. And it was a real struggle to get those two cabinets together in the first place. So unscrewing them from each other was kind of a bummer, but it had to be done. And then I added these spacers between. So there's a spacer here and also between the cabinets back here. And I did it in 3 spots, there and there. And so there's 6 spacers in all. And then I had to go up into the attic. Let me see if I can get back far enough. I drilled a hole into the ceiling there and went up into the attic and put the wire through, and then it goes down the side and then through this hole that I drilled here after I determined how high I wanted the sconces. And then you can see that this one has 2 wires because one of them comes from the attic down the side and through the hole. The second one goes from here up the side around the top of the cabinet and down into this hole. So the wires are not actually hooked up to electricity yet. I'm actually going to be adding more lighting in this room. So eventually I'll have a chandelier here in the middle. This fan is not staying. And I'm probably, what I'm planning on now is having 4 recessed lights in the closet area in the ceiling, and then 1 recessed light centered probably in this area between my washer and dryer. So all of the lighting in the room will be daisy chained together so that they all come on with 1 light switch. I don't want several light switches controlling different areas. That's just not, if this were a different kind of room, I might do that. But for a closet, I want all the lighting coming on with 1 light switch. So anyway, all that to say that the other end of this wire that's up in the attic is not actually attached to electricity yet, but it will be. And at least it's up there now so that it's easily accessible. So anyway, that's what I spent yesterday doing. I had mentioned that I had to be away for a couple of hours yesterday afternoon, so I knew that I wouldn't get a whole lot of progress done, but this is not what I had intended on working on yesterday. But I am so glad that my mom reminded me that I wanted sconces, because I would have been so disappointed had I gotten this whole section built and everything screwed together and everything level and plumb and square and everything, and then had to go back and unscrew everything for wiring. So at least, if I forgot, which I did, forget the lighting, at least this was a good point to go back and redo, because I had only had 2 of the sections screwed together. So anyway, I'm very, very excited now about these little sconces. I love it without that extension on the bottom. I think the shorter version is so much cuter. And I think it looks so cute with my mirror. And it's going to be against that dark wallpaper with the flowers on it. Y'all know I would drench everything in flowers if I could, but flowers are just my thing. So anyway, that's the progress from yesterday. And it doesn't look like much, but it was a very important step. So maybe next, well, I don't know if I can get to any building today. You'll know I don't work on Wednesdays generally. So tomorrow I will be back to building and hopefully can get these 2 sections done, get this whole side of the room, just the basic build done on this side of the room, and then finally get this side of the room done. This side doesn't have anything yet. So we'll see how much I can get done by the end of the day tomorrow, and maybe by the end of the weekend I'll have all of the basic build done. We'll see.